Mana 4. Bile Urchin. Very exciting. So. Yeah. Blinding powder from Oyso.
Yeah, but now.
So yeah, Cerrone was as a member of the Belgian team. He got himself on the gravy train between the Belgian team, and he really led the pace. He finished, I think, top 16 at Worlds.
Yes,
he
had a great tournament.
Something like top 16. He was definitely high up in the money.
Then took the national team into the top 4. Or
they got second.
They took second.
They got second.
And then he comes right back this season with the top 8 in Columbus playing Blue Green Madness.
Yep.
And he's had a quiet couple of Pro Tours since then, but. He's back. This is his second top 8 this season, and that's anytime you can put 2 top 8s in a season, that's a pretty big accomplishment.
Definitely.
And he's put himself, like we've said, right in the heart of the Player of the Year race if he can pull off this win. First striking.
Tommy Wallamies is at 1 life, and he just traded Kega with Yakora. Stealing a Raving Oni slave.
Wow.
And he got his own Shuriken back in the process, which he had to give to his opponent. Wallamies on 1 life, but a Raving Oni slave kills him if it dies, right?
Yes, it does.
Funny.
Wallamies has played some very interesting games this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
He's been entertaining. He's been as entertaining to watch as he is to listen to. There's our Sasuke. But he still got the first striking. Aki underling going, which has dropped Oyso to 10. He's taken all 10 points from the first striking from the underling. 2 4s and a 2. We got Fujita's deck list in now.
Does have 4 lands, including a swamp now at least. It's something. Oyso's just chumping the underling with a Bile Urchin.
So it's funny when I went over to Tsuyoshi Fujita to ask him about his deck. He just flashed me a piping needle and a cranial extraction and rubbed his fingers together like money.
Oh, there's Barrel Down Sokenson. Bye-bye, Sasuke.
And, the underling's just...
And the underling stays huge. Wow.
Hit with a blade mate? No, Emberfist.
Jeez. Jeffrey Cerrone already up 2-0, looking to complete the sweep in nearly record time. There's only been 1 other game has ended so far.
Can we just turn the cameras away now?
I didn't think it was going to last very long. I figured we'll stay here, watch the sweep, and then we can go to a back table. Or move somebody up to the front. There it is. Masachiro Oyso just slams his cards down and extends the hand. That is not a happy man right there. Jeez. Oyso is just... Wow.
It's rare that I'm critical of Oyso, but he just has he can blame himself in that.
And he is blaming himself. He's clearly very upset with his own performance, too. He knows that the draft just went wrong. He's probably sees all this red cards in Cerrone's deck, and he knows, too, that not only did he mess up the draft, not only did he lose, but he lost exactly because of his mistakes. They hurt his deck and helped his opponents.
Cerrone even has the Cunning Bandit that he missed. So there was nobody red at that table. Red was wide open.
Okay, how much would it hurt Oyso if he saw Cunning Bandit come down?
I think he would have conceded upon resolution.
Wow.
That's just remarkable. Now, I think Cerrone is just absolutely the person who you have to look to win this event. So we're going to cut to another match now. The Wallamies match sounds pretty interesting. Him hoping his Raving Oni slave or...
Go and check it.
We've got Fujita's match.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make our decision on the cutaway. I don't think anyone was prepared for a game to end that quickly. It sent a little
so
bit
maybe we can turn Becker's mic on down the floor and get an update on that Wallamies match. It sounds like it was a pretty interesting game. Still in game 1, right, John? All right, we'll see if we can get Becker's.
How many games have concluded so far?
Well, there are the 3 Jeffrey Cerrone wins, and Arnos Zidek has taken a game.
So 4 games have come to conclusion.
That's it. Yes.
Wow.
All right, so John, how's it going down there?
Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, I got to be real quiet because I want to hear what I'm saying.
Sure.
It was really interesting, actually. It was kind of cool board position. Tommy is perilously sitting at 1 life, and Malin has Yakura, the prisoner, raising Oni Slave with Tommy's shuriken on it, because Tommy had to give it to him to stay alive. And Tommy had Kiga traded with Yakura, the prisoner, and took control of the raising Oni Slave. Now, as we know, that means that Malin still technically controls the shuriken, even though it's on the raising Oni Slave.
Right.
So he played a creature, a Nezumi Rona, with mana open, but didn't move the shuriken
Oh, he doesn't know?
over to his thing, and Tommy ended up going ahead and killing the 3/1 rat with the shuriken that was on the raising Oni Slave that used to be Malin's, and so Malin now has control of it again, sitting inside the board with no men.
Huh.
And Tommy's sitting on the board with the raising Oni Slave, Haru Ona, he just picked up, and he has a wildebeest now on the board.
Wow.
I don't know what the new name is. I'm sorry.
Stampeding Sarah.
Stampeding Sarah on the board. So looks like Tommy has 3 men down to Malin's 9. He may be able to pull this out, hang on at 1 life. So it's.
So Malin could have moved the shuriken and just didn't know that he still controlled it.
I think he may not have realized that he still controlled it, even though it was on the Oni Slave that used to be his with the shuriken that used to be Tommy's. So it's kind of an interesting game.
Was the slave tapped at the time, John?
No.
So Tommy could have.
Oh, he was tapped when it was stolen.
Okay.
So maybe Tommy, I guess Tommy could have shot his own guys.
He could have just shot his own.
But he would have had to shoot his Haru Ona, which I don't think he really wanted to.
Couldn't he just shoot the Oni Slave shoot itself, and he would gain control of it?
I would be real reticent to do it if I could. Since people were I don't want
to shooting your own Oni Slave?
I don't in any way want my Oni Slave to be put in any sort of peril whatsoever if only 1 life. So, looks like Zidek just took game 2.
Oh, all right. Arno Zidek, 2-0 over Tsuyoshi Fujita. Wow.
Sorry, it's best of 5, right?
Yes, that's out of 5. So we'll move them up to the front table and try to get a look at.
Did Arno Zidek think he had won the match?
I believe so. It is best of 5 for all matches, right?
It is best of 5.
Definitely best 3 out of 5 for all the matches.
John,
so.
did Zidek believe he had won?
There's Tomi Walamise on the right of your screen. He's playing his fellow Finn countryman, Antti Malin, who's on the left of your screen.
And we talked about Antti Malin in the.
I'm sorry, did I go on?
We talked about Antti Malin in the opening, and he's someone who's put together a couple of really good PTs this season. I spoke to him during deck building. He's a big Type 1 player.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big vintage player. Could not decide, had a hard time deciding between going to Grand Prix Bologna and going to his local Type 1 championships.
Wow.
Chose Bologna, obviously. So he chose Grand Prix Bologna over his Type 1 championships, but it was very close. And he's looking to become a professional Magic player. Also, I talked to him as long as it remains fun. And he also wants to have a good time. He plays a lot of fun decks in Type 1. Seemed like someone who was really enjoying himself, really enjoying success on the tour. Magic's a lot more fun when you're winning. And I always have a lot of fun playing, but I certainly like it more when I win, as rare as that is.
So Malin is at 5 here, and Walamise just made his Mistblade Shinobi unblockable. He's attacking with the Oni Slave and the Mistblade. Malin still has that Shuriken. I'm sure Walamise would love to have it back now that he's got a ninja.
He has 2 ninjas in his deck for the Shuriken.
Malin is trying to decide. He finally came up with a creature, but some of these thickness meant he couldn't use the Shuriken yet. Looks like, is that Moth Rider?
That's an Araba Moth Rider. So it's a samurai. It's got Bushido, but
puts it in front of the Oni Slave.
So he's at 1 point short of killing the.
Yeah, he knew that with the unblockable Mistblade, Walamise was just going to bounce the Moth Rider and threaten to win next turn. So.
Hey, there's a green creature.
Oh, a green creature for the Sero. Malin draws. Look, anything? Nope. That.
Walamise smile. They can't see it on camera. We got another feed here. Walamise smile is. He's trying to hold it back. He knows he's not.
Look at that. Has anybody ever been happier to draw Sakura Tribe Scout? Yeah, this is apparently a ridiculous game for Walamise to come back and win. He was on 1, all these shenanigans.
He did have a Kega. Kega tends to do that.
Malin's still thinking, though. What is Malin doing? Walamise still trying to hold his smile back. He was, feels like he's good, right? He's got 5/4 trample. He's got a 3/3 and a